up, YouTube? Today I got this 2006 Honda Odyssey with a 3.5 liter iVTEC. Customers complaining of a no start at times intermittently. I've isolated it as being the starter, and it's noisy when you're starting it up too. What I did to isolate it is I just took a long pry bar or extension or whatever you have available and just kind of beat on the solenoid on top of the starter. I don't know if you can see it, but I got the new starter. This is your solenoid. Beat on that a little bit and start it right up. So that's a pretty telltale sign this is a bad starter, and it's a really common issue on these Hondas. So I'm gonna show you how to replace it today. Anyways, if you're subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so I continue to make videos like this to make your life easier. Let's do this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get this battery and battery tray out of our way. Take your negative off first, and your positive. All right, now your battery hold down. Sorry, it's a 10 millimeter on all of them. Just enough to where you can get her to come out them holes down there. Yeah, it's wanting to fight me. Let's pull this wire out of here, out the case. Yeah, this one's wanting to be a little booger, so. Yeah, there you go. I got it out. Same with the back one. Now, if you look on here, there's a FR for front. That faces the front. Pull your battery out of the way. Set her down there. Get your little case out of the way. Now you're going to have wires secured to this case. Pull that out of the way. And this battery tray is a fun one to pull. You got 2 top bolts and 2 bottom bolts. And they're a booger to get to, so. Let's go ahead and take this 10 millimeter out of the air filter housing. Alright. I'm trying to avoid pulling this air filter housing because it's starting to split, so I don't want to tear it anymore. I need to let the customer know that too. I just noticed that. Now, let's go ahead and get this boot out of our way, out of the intake. You got a couple little clips right here. Just pull out on them. This one just wanted to stick. Set those all up here on the wiper cowl. Get the top piece out of your way. This right here sits over that rubber grommet down there. Can't see. Now, on bolts. This air duct off the hold down tray. I don't know if we can get it out or not, probably not. But it might help us get access. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so bear with me. I'm pretty sure you just have to loosen these bolts. I think the bottom of the tray is slotted, meaning it's opened up, so all you do is loosen the bolts enough to where you can pull up on it and leave the bolts in place. Trying our 12 millimeter here. Way down there. Okay, we got no wiggle room right there, so. I might have to pull this air filter housing, y'all. I didn't want to, but it is what it is. It needs a boot anyways. You can tell it's split, so I don't think I can damage that much more. The only good thing is it doesn't have a mass airflow sensor, so it's not going to cause it to run weird, but it is sucking in dirt and shit from outside, so the air filter is really not doing much. I'm going to let my service manager know that he needs a boot. It's already all ripped anyway, so whatever. Now, if yours ain't ripped like that, take that 8mm or 10mm bolt loose from the throttle body, pull it off. That way, those are usually readily available. It's such a common problem. So now that we can get better access down here, to that bolt. Alright, now we got this other one that's going to be a fun one to get to. Way up under here. I'm going to take this 10 loose right here. Get this wiring harness kind of out of my way. Right there. Let me see if I can reach my hand down there. Feel it? Yeah, it's towards the back corner here, y'all. It's kind of all about feel, so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a long extension and a 12mm. Let's see. This might be long enough.
I-55, Sunday 65, Monday, more rain for Tuesday. And don't forget, spin forward, turn your glass ahead one. Push up.
Jeff, thank you. U.S. Border Patrol region.
A long 12mm here, deep. See if I can get on that bad boy. All right, I feel it. I'm on it. Now, can I get my electric ratchet on there? That's the thing. Go ahead and bring our manual ratchet over here. Let's see if I can get a running start with this bad boy. Oh yeah, I got it. Okay. Now, these two top bolts. All right. Maybe I have to take that bolt all the way out, even though it's slotted. That's crap. No way I'm going to get my electric ratchet on that one. Maybe that bottom bolt has to come all the way out. I don't know if it's slotted down there. It's definitely slotted on these two. You see how it's not closed in all the way. Yeah, that's it. That's the reason why. Yeah, that's why. So let's take my socket here. See if I can get on this nut and get it the rest of the way out. Come on, baby. Almost. All right, we got it. Boom. Should come out now. Yes. Of course, there's going to be more wires secured to it. Alright, and that was the hardest part of the job, y'all. So it's easy selling from here. Now, we can get to these starter bolts. Let's go ahead and disconnect our starter. The wiring anyways. And grab a little flat screwdriver to pull that boot back from the signal wire here. Just pull that on that. This is going to be a 12 millimeter on this one. On the battery wire. It's going to be like that, huh? Okay, well, if you want to be stubborn, then put Mr. Electric on you. All right. Go ahead and disconnect this. And the way I got this off that bracket, y'all, unless you just want to pull the 10 bolt right there, is just pull back on this and pull out. Now that we got that out of the way, I always hit up my bottom bolt first. Let's go ahead and grab our new starter. Feel for that bad boy. Where you at there? There it is. Get us a long 17. A long extension. No, a little bit too much extension, y'all. Lose that one. This one sticks out just enough for me to break it loose and then put Mr. Electric on the bad boy. Now these starter bolts, they're usually really tight, because especially when it's the original starter. Yeah, very tight. Let's try some here. See if I can get my nut on that ratchet. I can't. Sometimes I'll put a wrench over the head of the ratchet. So here's what I'm gonna do. Get in there. On the bolt down here. Come on, get on there. Oh, this, because it's a breaker bar, y'all. Ratchet, my long ratchet broke. Gotta get that warrantied out. Cooperate, fool. Get this out of my way. Okay. Now. Oh, that bad boy's tight. Whew. Yeah. When they're original like that, it's never been out of the car. Let's try Plan B here. Bar it's not gonna win, so might as well just give up, you know what I'm saying? These cars be playing me. Yeah, you got it now, y'all. What I thought. Okay. Now we'll put our original setup back on here. Yeah. Haha, fool. Okay. Go ahead and break this top bolt too. Of course, that one's not as tight. Go figure. The one that's hard to get to. Let's pull that bottom one out first. Yeah, this kind of is all about feel, y'all. As you can see where it's at. Right to the right of that little screw on the starter housing. And it's a long one. You can't mix the bolts up because the bottom one's long and the top one's short. Yeah. You lose, fool. Now, before I go bolt from the sim, you always want to side by side them. Make sure they're the same. Take off your new nut and washer. Looks good to me, y'all. Get her clocked in there. I'm gonna try to start that bottom bolt first. She's in. Get her a couple threads started here. We're good. This top one. Use my socket here. I'm gonna move that cheater bar before it falls. All right, now we're started. Started on the starter. I'm not going to tighten it all the way until I get that bottom bolt ran all the way down. That way it's not caulked. All right. going to take my manual ratchet here and do a final snug on them. All right, nice and tight. Okay. Go ahead and plug our signal wire back in. Battery wire. All right, y'all. So this is where it's your decision. I always take the old starter bolt and reuse it because the one they give you in the new starter, it's like got a separate washer. This washer is like built onto it, so, and it's the same thread pitch. Alright. Put your dust boot over. Not just a dust boot, it's actually a boot to keep from arcing up against stuff. Go ahead and clip your wire back onto your bracket here. Alright. Put this back on because remember it was trapped by the box, so. And I'm not gonna put this intake boot back on because it needs a new one. Put the tray back in. We'll fire her off just to make sure the starter's working correctly. Wrong way. Slide her back in behind both washers there. All these bolts are the same, y'all, so. I'm gonna get all these top ones started before I fiddle with that bottom one, y'all. Take my long 12 here. Start that other one. Having a hard time getting my claws on that back one. Don't you take my socket full. Alright, that started. So I'm gonna run those down just slightly. Just enough to kind of make the tray nice and straight so I can start this bottom one. Where are you at, hole? There it is. All right, we're started. Sweet. And I'm gonna tighten it all the way till I can't tighten it no more. All right. Whew. She's bottomed out, so I can go ahead and tighten all the other ones. Quit flexing on me, fool. one's tight. Get on there. All right. That one's tight. The hard part's over, y'all. Okay. Make sure this is pushed all the way on. This sits above here. Because it bolts to the tray. Get this in. Put it on the right way. Let me do this. Secure this wire first before I put that on. Now, secure your harness. Go ahead and drop this bad boy down in there. Okay. And I'm not putting all this crap back on. Y'all saw how I took it off because I'm going to let the customer know it needs a boot. You saw how I took all this stuff off, the hold down bracket, all that good stuff. So for now, I'm just going to hook the battery up. Power first. Just to make sure we got a good starter. And when you do change this all over, this piece right here, take that old rubber piece off. It'll come on the new boot. See? So, I'm going to go ahead and fire this bad boy up, make sure it's all good. And I'm going to try to sell this guy a boot, so I might do a video on it, but y'all saw how I took everything off. I think y'all can figure that part out. It's pretty easy. I got y'all do the hard part. Make sure we got a good starter. That's why I buy Denso starters, because they're OE. Boom. Sounds strong to me. Now you don't got to worry about starting this up with the intake boot off, because this doesn't have a mass airflow sensor. It's a speed density system with a map sensor. So it's still going to run right. The check engine light's not going to come on because nothing's unplugged and it's not going to see on metered air. Alright, I'm going to end this video, y'all. This vehicle's fixed. I hope y'all liked this video. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It happens. Anyways, if y'all haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. My channel's continue to grow, and I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll do a video on that when it happens. I'm 50 away. So y'all have a good day. Check like. Peace out again, YouTube.